Alright, Crunchill. I know it's been a while since you see me do anything as far as fitness. It's probably been since, what, 4 years or so, maybe even 5 years since I put on my last workout video. Gonna do a little quick leg workout. I haven't been to the gym regularly for years now, for probably since I made that video, maybe, what, 4 years or so. But it's simple leg workout, some squats, leg curls, using my little home band set. So nothing fancy. Still favoring this knee a little bit, so I don't really go heavy like how I used to. Till I get that 100% squared away. I know it feels good, but being safer than sorry. So it's typically what I do. £55 band. I know the technique, probably isn't perfect. That's because I haven't been doing actual barbell squats for, like I said, for a few years now. Usually that takes a little bit of back strength just from having the weight on your shoulders properly where it can't really be moved, but having to hold these bands up in place. Close to, I guess, the position you'd hold them in if I was, using an actual bar. But you probably notice I'll turn sideways, you might see me leaning slightly forward. It's just what happens from not doing squats after a while. You gotta build that strength back up. Deadlifts even. Got my first set of deadlifts in, real deadlifts in, I should say, probably maybe 2, 3 weeks ago. Not heavy, but I never really go heavy with those anyway. Just comfortable and just build up. So over time, I'll probably get to doing an actual gym set. If I can remember to do it, maybe even as early as next week. Maybe later this week. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's what I've been having to use. Since I haven't been at work, officially work. Back to home training. Sometimes you need a break away from conventional methods. Strengthen some other things. Strengthen it in other ways. Then you go back to it and see what's different, what's progress, what's regress, digress. Make your adjustments, calculations, find out what works best. Delete what wasn't working very well and continue with what was working. 2 bands on here now. First time feet were kind of close together, so I kind of do that. Feet close, feet slightly wider, and then a wider set, just to maximize, the growth of the muscle, the input going into the muscle, triggering different muscle responses, muscle growth. said, I'm not a full-on bodybuilder. If I was, then I'd definitely be in the gym and doing a lot more reps than you actually see me doing. But general fitness, I kind of keep it old-fashioned. So I've tried the other methods, adding the extra reps, 10, 15, sometimes 20. In some cases it can work, but everybody's different. Especially when you've been working sometimes as depleted as I've been or some of us have been. You don't necessarily need to overstress your body because that will actually kind of work in the opposite direction of what you want. So find your balance. Like I said, I got into doing full body sets, full body workouts. Pretty high intensity, I guess. Most bodybuilder guys, you see them in the gym sometimes every day. They got the supplements, the nutrition and everything like that to go ahead and sleep to go along with, that type of workout regimen. But when you don't, you got to get it in when you can get it in. It's kind of like boxing, stick and move, workout, avoid them punches coming back. It's kind of how it is sometimes. So if things ain't always perfect, that means the training is that much harder. So the outcome is that much better. If you stick with it. Alright, there's 255s on here. What is this? This blue is either 50 or 45. I can't remember. Alright, I did my first 2 full sets of 10 reps. I don't know, I think I might do a little bit of a strength set. So, what you're going to see me do, I'll typically do, say, like a set of 5, rest for a little bit, not too much, go up again, add some more weight, and then I'll do like 3, and then, depending on how this leg feels, I'll probably just do 1 set, or if I might do another 3, but it'll usually be like a 5, 3, and then 1. Alright, so that's I guess the 45 on there. This green, I think the green is 35. I think the green is like 20 or 25. sure they're secure and balanced under your feet now. You don't want them shifting and switching. It feels uncomfortable. Reset. Balance is important. It's kind of the other reason why I like these two. Work on more than just strength, stability, and balance. Kind of messed up on that third one, so did two to make up for that bad one. Throw them all on there. I don't know what it all adds up to, but sometimes counting the actual pounds kind of throws you off sometimes. So when you're working, don't always get into the habit of counting. Always exactly that many pounds, exactly many kilograms, whatever y'all do your measurements with. Just go what feels heavy enough to do what you feel like doing. Alright, that's those out of the way. I don't ever really overdo it with any workout. At least not strength training. Running, yeah. Swimming, yeah. Occasional 1 rep max and this, that, and the next thing. Usually bench press. Yeah, that still excites me a little bit, but it's not often. Even if you're looking from the outside and you think, oh, he's trying to lift this and show off this, that, and the next thing. You probably notice if you watch me, I don't really put on a whole lot of weight compared to what I see other people throwing on the bars and stuff like that to lift. One of the things I learned about training, body's the temple. You could try and pick up a 50-pound weight, and 365 days out of the day, out of the week, out of the year, it'll come up easy sometimes, light even. But then there's those occasions when that same 50 pounds that you could lift up and throw across the room, for some reason sometimes it just don't go up. It ain't that you got weaker. Some people might think, oh, you need to work on this, or you're doing too much, or fatigue, or plateaued. That ain't always it. God said that's enough, that's enough. You gotta realize sometimes that's all he's saying, or trying to show you. Your body might feel good, but suppose you might be internally something get ready to break down on you. You want to find that out while you got a couple 100 pounds under tension on your body somewhere, or you rather not find out at all, or find out doing something less drastic so the injury wouldn't have been anywhere near as bad as it would have been if you had tried to keep pushing it. Yep, one of the things I learned, for sure. Alright, I got this propped up on the bed. This is how you rig this inside the door jamb. It comes with this set actually. Alright, get some leg curls. Y'all never tried this, y'all never know how good these things actually work or feel until you actually try them. When I first saw them coming out with these elastic bands and stuff like this, this flimsy, sissy looking people and stuff like that, why they just don't go use the weights. Until the pandemic hits and you can't get to the gym, and you realize how some of these alternative methods work really well. Alright, that's not the heaviest I can go with these, but it's about repetition when I do these usually. At least today. Not really going heavy, so work on a bit more building, pumping muscles out, cleaning them out a little bit. Bit of building, and you can see, you probably know me. Yeah, I was one of those guys walking around the place with little bird sticks, shy to wear shorts and stuff like that all the time. Until I guess car broke down and ended up having to walk a lot up and over the bridge and stuff like that, and I realized, oh, my legs actually really can grow after doing years of calf raises and stuff like that, not feeling like I was seeing any difference or growth. Not everybody builds doing conventional exercise. Yes, some general muscle groups, but some people, like myself, my calves get bigger just from walking fairly regularly, mainly up and down hills and stuff like that, but sometimes just literally just from walking. Yeah, the calf raises and stuff like that, those two help sometimes, but when you can't get to doing them, a nice little walk, well, you gotta have the right type of shoes too. Some flatter shoes, not really running style, so you can get full motion throughout the calf muscle. You don't really get the full stretch when you have elevated heel shoes like running shoes. ready? Water, milk, eggs, meat, vegetables, grains, rice, natural. But if you know your sports science, you know about your collagen for muscle growth, not necessarily regular protein. Sometimes you need that collagen. Why? Because that's for your joints and muscle support, cartilage, soft tissue, the stuff that connects the stuff that you're cranking up all them weights and stuff with. They gotta be secure too. And I said my last knee injury, I've had some muscle tears and that kind of thing, which is not uncommon in sports, but my last one was a cartilage injury doing squats, regular squats with a barbell. Not really heavy, but still. Can't always go by how the muscles feel. The stuff that doesn't always give you a little warning sign. That's what those are for. So I'll do some supplements every now and again. Once I've studied and kind of got to trust a little bit. Not all the products work well with everybody. Sometimes you gotta tough it out and try a few till you come across something that you actually really like that works the way you kind of like it to work. I don't. I try not to fall for the ones that actually have them little bots and stuff inside you. I'll be itching like a monkey thinking something going wrong. One time they just got little bots running around inside your skin. Now you know what that joker in the deck is usually about. All the rest playing right. That joker always full of shit sometimes. You gotta watch them joker products. I'm not forcing it. So that's 25 on that side. All I'm gonna do is just match it with the other side. After about a minute. Open this door for a second or two. Let some fresh air get in there. That's it. And that's it. My home leg routine. When I'm not able to get to the gym, these work really good. Yeah, the squats ain't always that heavy, but when I get into them, then repetition can become a thing. I'd have to do more. But since I haven't been doing them regularly for a while, I'm just going to enjoy the little bit of growth and benefits from starting over again. Feeling little muscle soreness that I miss. And then going back into a growth phase. Still might catch an occasional run. I haven't really run now for probably maybe 2 weeks. That's typically what I've been doing now. Maybe every 2-3 weeks, depending on conditions. Little 360, modified 360, or every now and again just an occasional jog. But I still like my speed work. Why not? I think I've reached my goal. Some of y'all might have heard what that was, but just because I reached it doesn't mean it stops there. And see what else is possible. Yeah, I know. It ain't exactly pristine. But it's a guy's room.